All right, welcome back. You know I don't like long introductions, so I'm just going to go right into the reading. All right. You know what this collective needs to know. Okay. This collective needs to know. Tell me what this collective needs to know. Tell me what this collective needs to know. Okay. Tell me what this collective needs to know. All right. All right, so right off the bat, okay. Right off the bat, you have someone here who is hoarding. They're the type of person who feels like that is the best way to move through life. Maybe they fear poverty. Maybe they have been poor at one point in their lives. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Capricorn type energy. But this person, this is not a good energy, unfortunately. This person is going to be missing out on opportunities with others. They also might be the suffering of others because they choose to follow this rigid belief system about winning and losing. So there's also this temperance in reverse. This person has no patience. They have no balance. They are really invested in this devil energy, and the devil is typically about traditions. It could be someone who honestly does have evil and nefarious plans, but I don't think so. I don't. We'll see when I pull the rest of these cards. But this is someone who regrets not taking an opportunity, and someone feel like they have been outcasted in a way. They feel like they don't fit in, like they have no choice. Let's see. Someone is not good at giving and taking. It almost well, good. It almost feels like this person has gone through a lot of trauma, as in like either someone gave to them with like stipulations, or they also might be a type of person who gives with stipulations. This person needs to start moving in a better way. This is when I say this is a collective read, I usually don't read about love or anything that doesn't help the collective as a whole. And not to say that love doesn't help people, but people focus too much on romantic love versus collective love. And so I don't do romantic love unless I'm 100% called to do that. Someone is this type of energy where like they are a very luxurious person. They let things come to them. Like this is a diva. This person is a diva. They're stuck. They're stuck in this very like hoarder-like mentality. This person may not even be a hoarder of money. They might be a hoarder of things. Like, you know those people who that be on that show, The Hoarder's Life? But then again, because so there's a group of those who are literally hoarding material things in their home, and there's a group of people who are hoarding in the sense where they keep their wealth to themselves. And not to say that there's anything wrong with having your own wealth. You know, if you're coming on hard times, that makes sense. But this person is no longer in those hard times. They've come out of the hard times. They've come out of the hard times. And not only that, they low-key regret not taking on a more emotional, fulfilling thing that the universe, and I don't know what the thing is that the universe was offering them. They passed it up so that they can keep from being in the cold. It's like they give up parts of themselves, or they refuse to accept parts of themselves, the loving and caring parts of them, because they're afraid that they're going to be outcasted. Like money is more important to them. Money is one of the most important things to this person. And that is, unfortunately, that is not of the collective. Not to say that people don't need money, because unfortunately in this world, because we all seem to equate this piece of paper as meaning something, We have to abide by the rules. This person has lost friend groups. I mean, you still a diva though, but they put on a good, not a front. Like, they truly are a diva. They are a diva at heart. And it's almost like this is their wish come true. Not to say that their wish coming true is to be a diva. Well, actually, no, I think it is. I think they do wish to be a diva. I think they want to be seen in this light. There is this tradition that's above this. Like, they want to be held, this person wants to be held in high regards. And they can make their own magic. They're the type of person, they could make something out of nothing. And they have made something out of nothing. But it's not giving them any balance. They're ignoring the calling of what the universe wants to give them. God, whatever you want to call it. They're ignoring the calling. And they're also, I'm pretty sure they had a tragic childhood, because this usually when the Six of Cups is reversed, it's usually tragic. But they're also not being fulfilled. There's no good give and take. It's like this person chooses to be solo dolo. Like they think kind of only of themselves. And not to say it's solely that. It's just that they feel like nobody thought of them when they were a child. Nobody thought of them. People outcasted them. And they feel like now that they got the money, they have a way to kind of not rub it in people's faces, but like to prove that they're better. Like at one point in their lives, they didn't have as much. And I think it does stem from childhood, and they feel like they got played because they didn't have as much. This person drinks a lot, they go out partying, but they don't have any real true comrades. No real true comrades. Nobody's really behind them. Damn. This person might be a Taurus, because I got 2 Taurus cards out here. I got Capricorn out here. I got Sagittarius out here. I even got like Gemini, Virgo type energy too. Which makes a lot of sense. But this person, they even might have lost out on a marriage. Their marriage might have ended because this person felt like this person was too invested in their money. They were too invested in the material world. And the truth is, I don't know why I'm getting this. I don't even see any really cards for this. But the other person wasn't taking up the slack. You know, they weren't doing their part. And so it seemed like that. I mean, this person is invested in money, but it also seemed like this person really didn't have a choice. And so their relationship ended. And this person kind of blamed them. This person is losing out on a lot. They don't have any real friends. They losing out on partnerships. And not to say the partnership was like the worst thing in the world, you know. Like, I feel like there was some love to be had in this partnership. But this person is really focused on image. They're focused on being seen as a goddess, being held in high regards like the people from our tradition, like in our past. Nowadays, people will, bow down, and the tradition is if you're successful, you have money, you have a house, you have a car, you have 2.5 children, you're married. Like, this is the thing that was supposed to bring them ultimate happiness, ultimate goals, and they were supposed to be the queen, the empress in this situation where things just come to them, where people ogle over them. But it didn't go that way because they weren't actually invested in the emotions. They weren't invested. The only emotional cards that's upright in this scenario is the 9 of Cups, and that is under the devil and beside the Empress. This person wanted to be respected. And the truth is, this person has the luck of material. They have the luck, and the universe will grant this person, material things and money, but they're not using it in a way that's going to truly be fulfilling for them. This person is going to have to question why. Like I said, they're not fulfilled. They're not happy because they don't actually have a balance. This person is going to have to question why success for them equals I hate to say it, but kind of showing off. Why is that important to you? And I don't mean that in a bad way, because if you're skilled at something, you're very good, you want to show off your talents, there's nothing wrong with that. But this person wants to be respected for traditional reasons, not for anything they've actually, put work into. Because even here, they not even want to be seen for the money that they make, I don't even know how this person makes money, but they're very lucky. They're very lucky in abundance. They get money, they get abundance, and they hold on to it for dear life, because they feel like that their worth is wrapped around being perceived a certain way. And they have all the tools at their disposal. They really do. This person has a gift. They have something they can offer, but they choose to solely live in this idea that what's going to be important is how other people view them. Not like success internally, not emotional contentment. And they need to start questioning why. I think if this person takes some time, they'll be able to come out of this energy. And of course, like, come out of the seven of swords energy, where there's this sneaky energy. It's like they're getting away with something. But it's almost like they're gonna come out of this energy. It's like everybody has their little paths. There's different paths to the same outcome. And sometimes people aren't able to actually achieve what they're supposed to in this lifetime. And I think this person unfortunately was supposed to go through this, but they're supposed to gain back their humanity. They're supposed to come out of this Seven of Swords energy, this sneaky, manipulative type of energy. I want to be very clear that if this is you, this does not make you a terrible person. Like, I don't believe that people should be hanged. I think people just need time to recognize how society has shaped their view of the world and shaped their view of success and what is meaningful to them. And so, like, taking time out to think why these traditions are important. Who told you that was success? Who told you that would bring you contentment and enjoyment and happiness? Who told you that was going to bring you emotional fulfillment? Who told you that? Because you're losing out. You're losing out on a lot of this emotional fulfillment that you truly want. You're losing the partnerships, marriages. You're losing out on this Hierophant energy. You're losing out on this energy where you can give to the childhood you or to other people that could fulfill you. You're losing out on the celebrations with your friends. You're losing out on the emotional fulfillment that even the universe, source, or whatever you want to call it, want to give you. You're losing out on your happiness. Your happiness, your balance, all for what? Just so that you can, feel better. And I don't even know if it's you. You shouldn't be hanged for it. But these are things that you need to question. Or someone in your life needs to question this. If it's not you, then maybe you should start asking people these questions. Like, why is this important to you? Who told you this was important? Who told you that was the only thing that matters? What happens when you get old, you're on your deathbed and ain't nobody else there? Nobody holding your hand. Nobody telling you that they love you and that they'll miss you and that they don't want you to go. What happens? And it's almost like you would rather say that other people are not worthy, or not you, but maybe this person. This person would rather say other people are not worthy or on their level, versus just accepting that we're all human beings and it's not a competition. We all have our own journeys and our own paths to go down. But this person is very stubborn. They're very stubborn in their energy. And it makes sense because it's almost like they had to be stubborn. A lot of childhood things made them a little bit more stubborn, and it got them to where they are. It got them to have, because they're going to be gifted. There's always going to be a gift. They always have the magic. It's like they can always pull themselves out of something, but they're never satisfied. They're never truly satisfied. They're never satisfied. They're never satisfied. In fact, the most that they can do is is do some sneaky stuff and cause a ruckus. They're never satisfied. Something about they're never satisfied. They're never satisfied. The emotional fulfillment is not there. This image, this facade that this person is putting on, or this person who wants to embody this, the real empress, yes, things, because this person may have things just come to them. They really may not have to do much. Like, they worked hard and then their benefits, came to them. Maybe so. But they're still unfulfilled, because it's almost like they feel like they need to be praised for this. And you have to ask yourself, or this person has to ask themselves, why? Why is that necessary? Why does there have to be some type of bowing down? There's something in someone's childhood that really does make them like this. That they don't want to address, that they refuse to address. It's almost like they fight and claw their way out of actually having this discussion, out of actually looking at this. They will cause all sorts of ruckus just so that they don't have to look at what happened to them in the past. So I got the World card. So I'm about to wrap this up in a few, see if they want anything else. But this person, they might be close to their time. It might be close to their time. Maybe someone's mother, maybe someone's aunt. But this person might be close to their time. I'm gonna put this guy up because it didn't land actually on the map. Really still. I'm landing. Hold on. Ooh, is there anything else you wanna say? Any solutions? Anything that can help this person move forward? Anything that can help this person move forward? Of course. All right, so this person's gonna have to actually get really close, not close, but they're gonna have to accept some things about themselves, and there's gonna have to be a message of apology. Like, this person, not to say this person has to apologize, but they're gonna have to dig deep where they're gonna realize that they do owe some people apologies. Not even just apologies, but like to fix the situation. This person's gonna have to do a lot of thinking on why they hoard so much in the first place. Why? And again, this has a lot to do with this person's childhood. It's like this person's going to have to see things from other people's perspectives of how they hurt other people. And I wouldn't be saying this if this person didn't have the capability of doing it. I do not believe people should be hanged for stuff like this. Like, not at all. Like, we're all people. We're all conditioned. And if you are strong enough to sit through a reading like this without it poking and prodding at your ego and just turning it off or just walking away, then you're strong enough to dig deep inside and pull out why you refuse to give to other people. Why? Especially when things come to you. You are the Empress. Things come to you. And like, you're supposed to be or this person is supposed to be the person that is able to help people have that stability in the foundation so that they can go off and do great things for other people. But it comes with an equal give and take from others. So you got to be with people who are going to give and love and care for you, and vice versa. Yeah, this person is stubborn. Oh, buddy. This person fights for they fight just to fight. They could know they're wrong, but they will still fight and leave other people wounded just off of the fact of like they just want to be right. Even if they're wrong. And then a part of me is just like, well, no, this sounds weird because I'm the person doing the reading, because I'm like, if this person is this stubborn, do they truly have the ability to change? Like, truly, like, is this person a lost cause? I hate to ask that question, but are they a lost cause? Like, yeah, and they could be a lost cause. They could be. I guess you have to see how they move. I think once someone tips into the energy of this, of the King of Wands in reverse, there's almost no coming back from that. That's the type of like money hungry, power hungry, abusive type of personality that, because they benefit from that lifestyle, it is very rare for them to change. But this person is on the cusp of that. They are very close to being in an energy that is almost hard to come back from. They're very close to it. This person values tradition and values domination. They value tradition and domination. This is this maybe someone who's married. You might be married to someone like this, or this person, their marriage might be breaking up because of this. It's almost like this person is waiting for something and they're gonna get it, but it may not be, they may not be grateful for whatever is coming in. It's like they're waiting for their ships to come in, but it seems like they're not gonna be grateful for it. And the reason that they're not getting as much as they want, because they're supposed to be a pillar. They're supposed to be someone who has the foundation for others to go out and do greatness in the world. And when I say greatness in the world, I don't mean this idea of excellence in the weird way that people put it. I mean doing good for the community. This person has the stability for it, the monetary gains. They have it. This might be an Aquarius as well. But it's not, the thing is, their stubbornness is not destined to stay like that. Like, I mean, I guess you can force it, but this person is not going to find fulfillment and happiness in that energy. It's not destined. That is not where happiness comes from, or contentment comes from. It might give you like an hour or two of happiness. That's it, an hour or two, and then it's off to the next person who did the next big thing, who has more money or more accolades than this person. You're never going to be able to get the satisfaction that you want because you're looking for it in the wrong place. And this tradition of like dominance and superiority, it looks good on paper, but if you notice, a lot of them people, it's never enough for them. They are empty. They are hollow inside. A lot of those people that this person I think is looking up to is King of Wands in reverse. They're very abusive and manipulative people. And this person is going to have a choice. You have a choice to choose to be like that and fall into the dark side, or move into the light. Will it be hard? Most likely, yeah. But that's where that's where this person's contentment is gonna be. Yeah, buddy. And this person has lots of options too, but they just have to make the right decision for themselves. And the decision isn't always pinnacles. It isn't always following people who are morally bankrupt, who are snakes in a cup, you know? Yeah, this person is just going through it. Like, they're getting no justice when it comes to this divorce. Like, just no justice. There might be a Libra involved as well. It's almost like this person is losing some type of battle. They're losing some type of battle. Maybe they're losing a custody battle. Maybe they're losing like a battle when it comes to a divorce or something. They're not winning. They're not winning this one. It don't look like it's in the cards for this person to win this battle. And it's because this person spent a lot of their time in this devil energy and hoarding. Even though they have it. If they would only use it for good, they would be more fulfilled. It's not about winning. It's almost like they're resisting transformation. And this is these two cards on the side. For me, it's like the more that this person resists transforming, the more it's going to become upside down. And you're going to get closer and closer and closer to being the people that you idolize, who are morally bankrupt and empty inside. You just look on the outside, oh, they got all the money, they can do XYZ, they can go here, they can go on jets here, they can fly here, do this, do that. Yeah, they can. But you notice these people are the same people who are trying to destroy other people, literally, with no care in the world. Like, imagine how much that's taking away from your humanity. This person is going to have to reframe what they feel is successful, what they feel is going to bring them happiness, contentment, joy, because this ain't doing it. Look at all the shit that you're losing. Like, this person is losing so fucking much. Off of what? Just to refuse to transform, refuse to change? You better go ahead and offer this apology, and you better go ahead and mean it. Because apologies don't just come with words. You see this person didn't show up with nothing in their hand. They got something in their hand. Not just the words. Don't give people lip service. You need to actually do right by people. Do right by people. Support the people that need to be supported. I'm getting a weird message that this person really needs to be teaching. And it's teaching not in the sense of like morality, because clearly this person, idealizes the wrong people. But you can teach others how you got to where you are. That's what you can do, or this person can do. They do still have something worthy to teach other people. And I would say if this person chooses not to transform, then you need to take this person's word with a grain of salt. Remind yourself that monetary gains isn't the only thing, because what you may have to take is a little bit from this person or how they got to where they are. It wasn't just from hoarding either. They just choose to hoard. You might have to take this and help other people by showing them what people do to get to where they are, especially people who are hell-bent on hurting other people and dominating. So your role in this might be to watch how these people move. And for some reason I'm getting, don't cut your cords too much. Like, I know some people are so stuck in, this isn't right, this is unfair, you're a bad person. If you do that, you're going to isolate yourself from this person, where you're not going to be able to learn what's necessary so that you and the other people like you can move forward. Don't cut your cords from this person too soon. Learn what you need to learn from them. And what I mean by that is do not learn and take on the qualities that they possess, because the qualities that they possess is not rooted in community. The qualities that this person possesses is rooted into selfishness and egoism, and they do have a chance to turn it around. I really hope they do turn it around, truly, because there is no emotional fulfillment in this at all. Very diva-like energy. And this is not a woman or man type of thing. Like, this is anybody, any gender of person who takes on this energy. This is going to give them passion, and the universe wants to give them passion, but it's going to come after a tower moment for them. The universe wants to give them passion. There is passion, there is a mission that is out here, maybe for this person who's watching. But there is a tower coming. For some reason, I am hearing death. There might be a death, unfortunately. But don't cut your ties. If you're watching this and you have somebody in mind, unless this person is really harming you, I would say learn as much as you can from this person and teach others. Not in the sense of hoarding. It's not the hoarding that you need to teach others. Maybe it's how this person lives their life, to warn other people from becoming this type of person. And that's if they choose not to change courses. Because this is, for me, the sideways cards for me is like, this person still has the choice. They still have the opportunity. Whether that's you or somebody else. The opportunity is still there. If you're this type of person and you feel like you just cannot change, like you can't, like, because some people just feel like they're too damaged, like they cannot do it. There is something that you still can teach to others that is beneficial for the collective. And that may be the last thing that you need to do before it's time for you to pack it up and redo what you have to do to, make amends for what's happened in this lifetime. It's like you refused every step of the way of the universe trying to give you some type of contentment, showing you the way, because your contentment is rooted in collectiveness. That's what it is, and that's all of our contentment. I know people don't like to hear it, but this self-serving way that we have been tricked into believing is why so many people at the top are so they're so insatiable, like they cannot be satiated. And if you notice, so many of them do drugs, and a lot of people do drugs, but like, you would think to yourself, someone who has that much money, who has that much influence, who have that much pull, it's like it's not enough. It's not enough for them. And that is what we're looking for. We're not looking, what we should be looking for is to feel content, to have purpose, to feel love and caring from others. But it's almost like these people can't even trust the people in their own circle. I mean, it makes sense though, because all this sneaky ass shit, it's almost like when you did all this dirt, or this person did all this dirt, it's hard to it's hard to mend those bridges, or it's hard for people to trust them when you made a reputation for yourself. All right, last closing words. Any closing words for this collective? Any closing words? Any closing words? Any closing words? Any closing words? All right, I'm gonna leave it with these three. The last three. So this person might be a Virgo, but they also are very intellectual, and they use their intellect for nefarious purposes and nefarious ways. The people in their lives, or the people that's forced to be in their lives, are forced usually to say everything's okay when it's not. And I think people have kind of gotten fed up with this energy, and people are no longer saying that it's okay. They're no longer saying that it's okay. I think there is a lot of internal work that the people who have dealt with this person, they're going to have to do a lot of internal work and wonder and ask how this person came to be this person. And the thing is, people aren't inherently evil. People don't just pop out the womb evil. That type of manipulation and strategy that takes either through genetics of histories of stuff like this, which is like, that is rare. It's rare that you'll find somebody who's just out of the womb like this. Or it takes conditioning. This conditioning that the only thing that matters is being better than somebody. Whether that's intellectually, whether that's physically, it's sad. It's like this person knows exactly what they're doing. And maybe this energy of the sideways, the rebirth, and the King of Wands sideways, maybe this is somebody who's either knows this person or is following this person in their footsteps. You need to realize real quick, you need to find out real quick what you want to do with this energy. You need to find out real quick, because if you're the person who's sitting in the wings of this person and learning from this person, you got to learn what you need to put down and what you need to pick up. You're the person who needs to be fighting for the good of people, not for people who want to consider themselves better than others. Whatever passes away with this person, because there's a group of y'all that this person is going to be going away. You need to bury that with them. Bury this idea of hoarding with them, because this type of energy is only going to cause you unhappiness if you take this energy with you. It's like this person, you're learning from somebody, and I said teacher, they need to be teaching this, but it's almost like this person might be teaching the wrong things. You need to have clarity when dealing with this person, or when looking up to this person. Like following, and this is, I'm sorry, I don't have any more cards, but I feel this energy. Following people just because they have money or fame that's a quick and sure way to lose yourself as a person, and then lose all the things that you truly want, which is contentment and happiness and balance and relationships with others, this nice good give and take, this fun going out with people who really love and care for you, that when shit hits the fan, they got your back, not because they want something from you, but because they truly care for you. Whatever this person leaves behind, you might be the person that needs to transmute this energy and turn it into something good for you and the people around you, your community. And now remember, when we talk about community, it's not one community versus another community. Community is the collective, it's people in general, it's the world, it's the earth. Do right by people. Doing right by others is going to help you do right by you. You are going to be more fulfilled that way. I hate to say it because it's so cliche, but like, yeah, this is about breaking curses. Breaking them generational curses. Alright, well, this is about as much as going to get out of me right now. I really hope this person, whoever's watching, the person who feels that energy, please, because you're on a close call of not fulfilling your role. The other person who's exiting out here and is leaving you with some knowledge or leaving you with some wealth or leaving you with something, this person didn't fulfill their goal. They didn't do what they were supposed to have done, and it's because they held on to a toxic belief system. And they had plenty of opportunities to question it, but they chose not to. They had plenty of opportunities to take what the universe was giving them, but they chose not to. Now you have the choice. You can follow in their footsteps and be miserable and unhappy and looking over your shoulder like everybody want to take something from you. Or you can actually join the collective and love and care and move in that way. Alright, well, I'm going ahead and end it here. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening, good afternoon, and I will see you next time.